Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel, guys. Thank you to those who have subscribed. Thank you to those who like. Thank you to those who comment. And yeah, when I'm wrong, I'm gonna say I'm wrong. So Wongaletu, there's one coming for you where I was wrong in our chat, and I'm gonna point you out when I get there. But yeah, other than that, guys, please like and subscribe and comment. And today we're gonna be chatting about some analysis I have of the Pirates game, and also I'm going to show you, I'm going to just talk about Jabulani Mendu and what he said about Kaizer Chiefs. But yeah, guys, please like and subscribe. And we're going to be talking about Bafana coming. And yeah, we have some one player there. I think Mtetwa is there. But yeah, guys, thank you and become a member, guys. Become a member. It's $20 a month. It helps us make the channel grow. And yeah, there's going to be future announcements that we're going to announce for the channel. And yeah, my biggest thing is getting as much of you involved and getting the interaction must happen. That's why I also started a Instagram channel, so you guys can go and start joining the Instagram channel. I haven't posted anything yet, but I will. But other than that, let's get to it. I'm going to start with the analysis of the game. Okay, guys, first of all, the first picture, Keegan Dolly, Castillo gave him a through ball, and I wanted to highlight one thing. Keegan Dolly gets to the ball, but who is in the box? No one. If you go and watch the replays of this chance, when Keegan is getting this chance, Ranga is strolling to the box. He's not running with intent, and I'm gonna get to why I'm saying this. He's not running with the intention to get into the box, and already that's problem number one that Kevin has to fix. Okay, next picture. After that, I want to show you is, now Keegan Dolly has kicked the ball. Ranga is still not in the box. So my question is, if this pass that Keegan kicked went past this defender who's by the near post, would Ranga have gotten there? No, it was going to pass. And now we don't have a goal. This is in 10 minutes. Let's go to the next one. The next one is also 10 minutes later. What happened is that, not 10 minutes later, but also in 10 minutes, what happened is that we get the ball, and then Tetra passes Castillo jumpers the ball, and as you can see, who's going to get the ball? Ukwinika. As Kwinika is about to get the ball, he's about to cross it. What you will see from this moment is that I'm going to show you, this first picture is showing where Castillo is starting. He's outside the box. Remember that. Let's go to the next picture. Next picture, what's happening? Castillo is already in the box when now Kwinika is crossing. And one thing I want to highlight, remember what I said to you guys, Kaizer Chiefs players, there's only one player who always has an intent to be in the box, and that player is Castillo. Castillo always tries to get in the box. But as you'll see, Matt here is waiting outside the box, far from the box. He's just chilling. If he had the intent to be like, if someone flicks it or a defender he flicks it, I could get a shot at goal, he would get closer to the box. But Matt is not getting closer to the box, and for me that's already a problem for me. This is the next chance, and in these clips I want you guys to understand one thing. I want to show you how much Kwinika did in this game that you guys seem to be forgetting now that we've lost. When we lose, people will look for that one person to say is the enemy, but look at Kwinika. Kwinika played a 1-2 with Castillo. Castillo gave Kwinika a through pass. Kwinika is now running. Who is Kwinika's available options now in the run? As you can see, I've highlighted Uranga is the available option, and Umat is the available option. In this picture, you can't see Dolly, but Dolly is also there on the left. And in this chance, I want to show you one thing that's important. In this chance, it's Castillo's first header. But I want to show you something, guys. Castillo is at the halfway line. Can you guys see? Castillo is at the halfway line. Castillo is at the halfway line, but he will end up being the one who's going to head at this chance. And as you can see, Unqobo is way, he's far. He will be too late to join this play. Why? Because Unqobo is not fast. Let's go to the next picture. Now that the chance happened, what happened is that Ukwinika got the ball, he crossed it for Dolly, Dolly got the ball, and he passed it to Umat, and Umat is now going to cross the ball into the box. What am I trying to highlight here? Look who is in the box already. Castillo, as I showed you in the first frame, Castillo was by the halfway line, guys. He was not even in the Pirates half, he was in the Chiefs half. But where is Castillo now? He's in the box. And when I say he's in the box, he's going to head at this chance in the box. And now another player who I wanted to show, Ungobo finally joined play, but Ungobo is not making himself available. When I say make himself available, Ungobo here was meant to cut in, but he's standing right now when Matt is about to cross. He feels he doesn't have options because Ungobo is standing behind this defender and is standing with the ref. So Matt can see that Ungobo is not in play. Ungobo is meant to cut in. If Ungobo cuts in, he takes away Tim. And then Tim will also drop. So that's one thing I wanted to highlight there. And yeah, and in this frame, you can see Matt has already headed the ball. One thing I wanted to show you, for those of you who always criticize Kwinika, he's not attacking. Kwinika is the third player trying to get into the box. Where are the other attacking players? Where? Nowhere. There's no, Matt is chilling there. And I want to show you this, guys. One thing I want to show you is like, look at how many players Pirates has in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many players does Chiefs have in the box? 2. But the third player coming into Chiefs box is who? A defender. A defender of Kaizer Chiefs is entering into the box. Ungobo, not in the box. Matt was the one who squared the ball, so I don't fault him, not in the box. You see already, and before we even say Kwinika, Tim is already by the box, so we'll include Tim as someone who's in the box. So already in this picture, it's 5 against 2. Why? Because Chiefs players don't do box entries, and this is all. It's all about intent. When I say intent, it's like how much do you want to get there? Like Castillo was at the halfway line, but he's in the box. He passed Kwinika. He passed. Ungobo was late, of course, and Umat headed the ball. We don't blame them. Dolly here in this picture, Dolly has been chilling. If Dolly ran upwards towards the goal, Castillo may have headed it straight to Dolly to score, but Dolly here was a passenger. He was like, he's gonna see what happens. It's intent, and that's why I'm saying it's a big problem. Okay, and then let's get to the next chance. The next chance is Umtetwa gets the ball, and he intercepted play, and now we are about to attack. If you can see in this picture, the two players I've highlighted in this picture is Ungobo and I've highlighted Castillo. Look at where Castillo is starting this chance. Castillo is almost by where? The halfway line. Now the thing, I'm going to round up what I'm trying to tell you guys, but Castillo is almost by the halfway line, but he's going to run to support Ranga to get into the box. Now, guys, watch this frame. I'm going to show you the next one. Next frame, what happened? Mtetwa, this is my biggest irritation when I saw this chance. My biggest irritation. As you can see, there's an arrow of Mtetwa where I'm pointing that he needs to continue this run. Because you see that midfielder that is next to Mtetwa there. That midfielder is the one that's going to disrupt Umodi the most. Why am I highlighting this? Had Mtetwa continued his run in the box, this midfielder, who is also going to go and support to try close down Modi, would have to now focus on Mtetwa because Mtetwa would be supporting the run. So now it's 3 against 3. But what's going to happen is that in the next frame you're going to see, it's going to be 3 against 4, meaning 3 Chiefs players against 4 Pirates players. Why? Because Mtetwa never kept his man busy. And I'm going to show you the next frame. Next frame is this, guys. So in this frame, as you can see, that Pirates player, I've circled him. He's now there supporting his player and putting pressure on Modi. Where's Mtetwa? Mtetwa is not in this frame. And then ask yourself, why is Mtetwa not in this frame? Because Matt went and pivoted and took Mtetwa's position because he saw Mtetwa was not in that position, in his right position. So now Matt has occupied the DM position. Mtetwa is not supporting. Had Mtetwa ran into the space, this defender who's making a 2 against 1 against Modi would not be there because he would be more worried about Mtetwa. But he knew Mtetwa would not go there. Or even if the Mtetwa was there, at least Modi would have another option in the box. And Modi here decided to kick and miss and do a dumb thing and be selfish. Whereas he could have kicked the ball in this picture. I'm showing 2 arrows. How he could have kicked the ball. And this is something the Chiefs players never do. They never kick the ball properly. Because if Modi gets this ball across, it's now 2 Chiefs players against 1 Pirates player. Because you can see it's 2 against 1 there. Okay, and then another frame. This is another frame that you can see. As you can see, Mtetwa is not there. I'm pointing the arrow to be like, Mtetwa, that Pirates the midfielder is there in the play. Where are you, Mtet? Because you could have stopped this guy. Come. This guy is putting pressure on Umodi. Modi now looks like he has 3 players. But if Umodi was smart enough, he would have just squared the ball into space. But Modi didn't do it. He decided to be selfish. Next chance is this. Now, this is where I'm going to highlight what I'm trying to say in this whole video. Is one thing you guys must realize is that Quinica and Dove trust Castillo. What does that mean? Quinica and Dove always know they're looking for Castillo. And what does that mean? It means that they know Castillo will find his way into the box. In this moment, Dove trapped the ball. He put his head up, and what did he see? He saw Castillo. So Dove in that moment, what did he say? I am going to locate Castillo. In this chance where I wanted to say to Wongaletu, I made a mistake when I was chatting to you. In this chance, you can see it's no longer Ranga, it's now Christian Saile. Christian Saile in this chance, he's like basically following game. He's not thinking. When I say Christian Saile must think, he must curve his run and run behind Unda. He needs to run behind Unda, but what Christian Saile is doing is that he's running into a space that's going to be difficult for him. But anyway, now that's the first frame. And what I'm showing here is that Matt needs to continue this run. Same like Mteto. Matt needs to continue this run to support Castillo and Usail. But Matt is not doing that. And that was our biggest problem. And now the ball, Dove has obviously crossed the ball. And I've highlighted three people. Look at the people in the box. Castillo is the only person in the box. Where's Christian Saile? Not in the box. What could have happened? Christian Saile could have continued his run, sprinted, and Castillo could have headed for Christian Saile to have a tap in. But because Christian Saile does not have the intent to be in the box, he's not there. Ungobo should be in the box, but because he's not there, that's all. It's just Mdusha Balal. One of the two should be in the box, but he's not there. Another player I'm highlighting, Matt. Where's Matt in this run? Matt must follow up because Castillo in this moment can feel like, let me lay it for Christian Saile or for Matt, but they're not there, so he has to take the head. Here's another chance. In this chance, I'm saying Quinica is crossing. Again, Quinica is in attack. Quinica crosses for who? What is Quinica thinking in this moment? I trust in Castillo. Castillo will make it to the cross. What I'm saying is that Castillo, I've mentioned the video before that Castillo, I feel, should be our striker because he always gets in the box and he's already taking these defenders deep in the box. What does that do? Look at how much space opens up for Matt and Christian Saile. They end up having so much space because Castillo is forcing these two defenders to go into their box. But when it's Ranga, these defenders keep that high line. And then the cross is now played. As you can see, Castillo is about to header. But I highlighted all Chiefs players. There are 5 players there, Chiefs players. How many of them are in the box? 1, Castillo. Christian Saile, not in the box. Dusha Balala, not in the box. Modi, not in the box. Matt, not in the box. Castillo has 2 against 1. What does that mean? Castillo never has support from his players. There's not enough box entries for Castillo. And yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to highlight in that Chiefs game. Let me know what you think of that. But before I end, I wanted to say, Jabulani Mendu, they asked him today because they're doing CAF licenses, and they asked him what's wrong with his former team, Kaizer Chiefs. He's a Kaizer Chiefs legend, obviously, Jabulani Mendu. I have not watched him a lot. I think I watched him when I was younger, some games here and there, but I can't recall him 100%. But I remember him with dreadlocks. That's one thing I remember him. And I think he had a nice scissor kick in the air. I think there was a goal like that. But yeah, one thing about Jabulani Mendu, they asked him what's wrong with his team, and he said the issue with his career with Kaizer Chiefs is that Kaizer Chiefs as a club has no philosophy. He says what happened over the years is that Chiefs was bringing coaches into the team, and those coaches brought their own philosophy. And he's like, that's mistake number 1. He said a team needs to have its own philosophy. And he said this because he was like, if you go to Barcelona, you can't go to Barcelona and play middle-dog football of just kicking. So any coach who goes to Barcelona needs to find a way to play tiki-taka. That is the ball they must play, meaning short passes, because it's at the strength of the team and the players, they are developing in the youth league or playing tiki-taka. So now when you play this Jose Mourinho ball or Middendorf ball of just kicking directly, the young players will never get a chance in the team because they don't play that football in the youth league. That's why Barcelona has so many young players in the first team, because those players have been playing Barcelona system football from youth. So when it gets to first team, they know everything. Like it's like I don't know what. So that's the one thing he says. A coach must when a coach comes, the coach needs to play to the philosophy of the club. He can bring his own tactics, his own movements, etc. But if we like short passes, if we like a certain kind of way to attack, your team must play. If we play with flair, your team must play with flair. And that's what he was saying. The one other thing that Ujabulani Mendu said is like, there's no star at Chiefs. And he said, why is there no star at Chiefs? And what he said is that the club and people aren't promoting the players. And I'll say this, I didn't agree with that. I feel like the club can only do so much, and the people on the ground can only do so much to boost the player, to make a player a star. A player makes a player a star. What do I mean by that? Nukovic came and scored goals. Now Nukovic is known as Kokota, is known as a star. Chabalala came to Chiefs. He performed. You become a star by performing. Already now, Chiefs fans like Ashley Dupree, because he's performing as a star. The more the Chiefs fans trust and believe in your skill, the more you become a star. So that one is up to the player and up to coaching. Biggest part is management, biggest part is coaching. But like I said, Saile has been missing tap-ins. Dupree has been missing tap-ins. Had these players took their own development into their account, they would already be stars in our eyes, because we would have been winning games from last season because of them. But that's what I have to say. Tell me what you guys think. Thank you, guys.